I shall take first watch.
Okay. No, Grax. Also, I'll take second watch tonight. Unless you would like to do that, Flint.
I didn't watch last night. I should probably take first watch.
Well,
All right, all right. You make a good point. I want to go in the stables and I'm going to get comfortable.
Okay.
As comfortable as you can.
No, Grax will do likewise.
How big is the stable?
It was big enough to keep 4 horses side by side in it, as well as our barrels and feeding troughs.
Oh, this tiny hut's not going to be any use then. With scrolls, do I need the components to cast it?
Nope, you just need the scroll.
Okay then.
I think they work the same way as they do in like Skyrim. It's just a one-time use done.
I'm just reading the description of it, see if it'll be any use.
If it was a scroll of anything else, it might be.
You got a bunch last time, though.
Oh, right, not the. I was thinking of the True Strike scrolls.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Tiny hut. Oh, I'll just share my thoughts with everyone else. I have found this tiny hut scroll. Do you reckon it would be of use here?
Why would you want to go in a tiny hut? We have a perfectly sizable stable here.
Seems like it might be a bit of a waste. We got shelter.
I'd probably say we should save it for an occasion where we don't have, well, I wouldn't call it a luxury, but the option to sleep in shelter. It's not comfortable, but it is something, Flint.
Alright then, I shall keep this to myself.
As you say, it's not comfortable. Simeon's there. He's already snoring away.
Obviously, some people find it more comfortable than others, apparently.
So I rest up against the stable and have a little bonfire in front of me. Keep us warm.
Okay, dokie. Has anyone else got to sleep?
I assume Flint said he was taking first watch,
Yeah,
right?
he did. Indeed.
Okay.
Alright. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is now close at hand. As Flint's hours pass on, I'd say you reach about a halfway point. Roll perception. Damn.
It's the bonfire, you see.
Okie dokie. Actually, that would probably actually make it worse for you trying to see things. I could actually give you disadvantage because of that, but I won't. During the night, you hear a crack of a twig from this strand of trees and bushes. As you look over, you see a little face peering back at you.
Hello, can I help you?
The face just keeps looking at you. Given you got a 19, I'm going to say you can tell it's a little child's face.
Are you the child from the room earlier?
The head shakes.
Have you come to help us or hinder us? We only want to solve what happened here and make sure the right people to justice if it was foul play.
The child steps out from the tree to here. It looks to be a very young child, maybe 3 years old. It's clutching a apparition of a bear in its left hand, dressed in what you could assume were pajamas.
The bear or the child?
The child.
Alright then. Imagine if I dress up as bear, you never know. Can I tell that it's an apparition or do I just think it's a child?
So you can tell it's an apparition. There's a kind of haziness to it. A minor glow.
Do you live in the big house over there? I gesture towards the house.
It looks towards where you're gesturing and looks back at you and nods.
Can you tell me your name?
And he looks at the ground a little bit shy. Bradley.
Sorry, was that Bradley?
He nods.
Do I recognise the name from many of the books we've read so far?
You recognise it from the plaque that was on the puzzle.
Your name was on the plaque upstairs.
Why are you here?
We've come to see what's caused these hauntings.
Hauntings? He walks a little bit closer towards you. So I'd say you're about 10 foot apart.
Yes, come sit by my fire. It's quite warm, I assure you.
He looks to the fire and looks back at you. Fire not good close. Daddy told me. Sits on the floor looking at you.
Yes, fire can be quite dangerous if mishandled. I'm trying to remember the speech that not Xiao. Zhong gives about fire, but it's not coming to mind. No.
He sits playing with his bow.
Does the bear have a name?
He stands him up. He's Sir Bradley.
Oh, Sir Bradley.
He's a
I bet he's slain many mighty foes.
Yes. He marches him around. And you notice he lets go of his hands and the bird keeps marching.
That's quite impressive.
The child giggles.
I don't suppose you know whose the suit of armour was that we found upstairs?
That was Daddy's.
I see. And what happened to your daddy?
The child looks a bit troubled. I don't remember.
That's unfortunate. Do you know if he's still around the house?
He shakes his head. Not seen Daddy long time. The child starts to go quiet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a response here.
Did I miss anything?
No, I'm talking to a ghost.
Oh, as you do.
Yeah.
Simeon farts in his sleep.
Is there anything you'd like us to do to help you, Bradley?
He sort of tilts his head to the side. make us whole again.
And how do we do that?
He's just quiet and looks at the floor.
There's a boy in the room in the main house. Do you know him? He told us to give it back. Do you know what it could be?
He stays quiet, just looking at the floor still.
Is it something to do with the floor? It seemed to gain quite a bit of interest in it.
MS Bradley.
The bear?
The bird climbs up on top back of his head, giving him a hug. And he picks the bear off and then hugs it back. I also miss Brother Damien. Will you bring him back?
We'll certainly try if that will help.
He smiles. When he smiles, he looks very happy, but also very sad.
Do you know where Damien went?
I don't remember.
Do you remember what he looks like?
He shakes his head.
Can I go and try and get the book Simeon has?
Simeon never told you about the pictures.
I read the book that Bug gave to me and then passed it to Simeon.
Mm-hmm.
You said there were some like family pictures in there.
Specifically, family pictures as a separate thing,
Okay then.
and a diary. That's what Simeon found.
Oh, fair enough. See, I'm here with some friends myself. Would you like to speak to them?
He shakes his head.
One of them's really funny looking. I'm sure you'll like him. He's big and blue.
The child laughs. That's silly. But he stands up. Will you find Damien?
We will certainly try our best.
He smiles at you. Well, as he smiles at you, he starts to disappear. Not into mist, but instead it seems like he starts to crumble to dust. After a few seconds, where he stood is just simply a small pile of dust, and something glitters inside it.
Can I examine it?
Yep. Inside the dust, there is a small rectangular jewel.
Do I recognise it as probably one of the missing puzzle pieces?
Looks like it's the right shape.
And how much time has passed since this conversation began?
Just about as long as it took to talk. So about 10 minutes.
Right. I'll just sit back near my fire and wait for whoever's turn it is next to wake.
Alright. The rest of your night passes without any incidents, and now that goes to... Who's it going to be? Simeon and Nagrax.
Both offered, so but I don't think we decided on which one of us was supposed to.
It's down to Flint to decide.
Yeah, just wake whoever. I don't. No, Grags won't mind.
I'll wake Nagrax up then. I feel he would understand the events that I've witnessed better than Simeon.
Do you tell me at the time, or do you just let me have my watch for now?
I'll tell you what I've seen.
Okay.
Talk about me behind my back.
So now Grax will say, "That's very interesting. So you spoke to the spirit of one of the children that were mentioned on the plaque upstairs."
Yes, he said his name was Bradley. He didn't disappear like you would expect a normal ghost to. He crumbled and left behind this gem. I show him the gem.
So obviously, I look at the gem and see it's one of the rectangular gems from. So
He asked for us to find Damien.
there was another name that was mentioned. Did he mention a Jessica at all? I believe that name was also on the plaque.
He didn't. I should have asked about her. I'm sorry. I totally slipped my mind seeing a ghost in front of me like that.
To be fair, Flint, it's not really something under normal circumstances you'd expect to see. Nagrax kind of like adjusts himself and kind of slumps forward, and he kind of realizes something.
What is it?
I'm wondering, and he kind of looks over to the manor, whether we're going to have to brave that place at night.
Seems more than likely.
It would seem that I don't think it's any coincidence that that apparition approached you during the night. So we were told that there's more activity there, so I suppose maybe like the hatred that we kept feeling is unfocused during the day, but during the night it might be more lucid.
Should we wake the others?
Nagax kind of considers for a moment. I think this is something that would be worth bringing to their attention. Yes.
So I'll wake up Simeon and Finian with the news and explain what's happened.
Finian will groggily awake. Yes.
It's been 4 hours, lad. Are you not well rested? For that's all you needed.
It's not been 4 hours, it's only been 2.
Oh. I said I'd wait until 4 hours passed.
Oh, you said you wait until 4 hours passed?
Mm.
So do you rest during that time or just stay awake?
I stayed awake.
Okie dokie. You can give yourself 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay. Well, to be expected. How do I do that?
I'm
It
not
was
sure if I've got
under
exhaustion as my character.
conditions. So if you go to the conditions on your character sheet, there should be a bunch of things that you can kind of enable and disable. Exhaustion is at the very bottom. There's a scale between 1 and 6.
And where do I find conditions?
So like on the character sheet, so like where you've got like your actions, spells, and equipment, the box above that where it says
Yeah.
defenses and then conditions. So click on conditions. Exhaustion is at the very bottom if you scroll down. And then you just click 1 in this case.
Okay, yep, I'm ready then.
Okie dokie. So now everybody's awake again.
I'm assuming the time we've had could be at least considered a short rest.
Yes, except for Flint. He chose not to sleep.
I need a long rest to recover my spell slots, right?
It should say for your character. Most likely for the spell slots, yes, but you might be able to get some back on a short
Actually,
rest.
I'll just click. Yeah, I'll click short rest.
You may be able to, Zach. I think Arcane Recovery.
Yeah.
But he's not had a short rest.
No.
Oh, good call. Yeah. Why have we... Are we all up for watch? What's going on? Are we being attacked?
I just explain about the apparition I saw, what happened, and then the decision to...
Oh,
It would be best to explore the house at dark.
a ghost, boy.
Finian will speak up. We could try the summer house. We've not tried there yet.
Yes, lad, you're right. That would have been our next port of call. But if you guys insist we take on the mansion,
Nagrax is definitely looking quite reluctant when he says this. Considering that Flint got one of the jewels that we were seeking, it would probably make sense that we might discover apparitions of the other, well, what I presume are children, if we either venture around the grounds or into the manor. It may be the only way to acquire them. I don't think that they'll show themselves during the day. I'll leave it down to your discretion, however, all if you want to try the manor or if we want to check the buildings on the periphery tonight. I am aware that it's been a long day already.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that. I'm tired. I'll just follow your guys' lead.
Again, I might look towards Syrian and Finian, see what their thoughts are.
You've already heard Finian's.
Well, Syrian in that case.
I think Finian makes a good point. We could charge the main mansion tonight, but we do not know what lies there, and we're not fully prepared for battle, looking at Flint. I think taking it cautious would be the best approach here.
I would agree. I don't make this suggestion lightly, Simeon. I'm well aware of the risks that we face inside there. Yes, I think you make a very good point, Finian. Let's maybe have a look at the summer house tonight and then maybe try to take a little bit of time to recuperate afterwards.
Okay.
You're on.
You guys make your way towards the summer house then, in that case. As you start to approach it from outside,
This looks an awful lot like the servants' quarters to me.
focus on the same map.
Okay.
Over here is
Nagrax
the door.
thinks to himself
right.
that the craftsmanship isn't very original, but okay.
Over to the right, space outside of it.
Okay.
As you get towards the door is firmly shut.
Is it locked?
You try and open it. It's not budging whatsoever.
Is there a symbol of a flower on it?
No symbol of a flower, but there is a keyhole.
I would like to try my floral key.
Okay then. The key slides straight into the door, and you twist and it unlocks. As you do, as the door opens, you hear a scream. It's female. I was going to outright reveal the entire area.
Coming from inside.
Yes, as you open the door, it screams out at you.
It's not a banshee, is it?
Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Need to get that. Need to get something down.
Was it a scream of distress or anger?
It seems to be both.
Seems like battle could be meeting us whether we want it or not. I walk in.
David. Sorry, David. Bradley. Bradley. Bradley.
Hello? Ma'am?
You see someone charges basically right up to where this gap is here, and the girl looks straight back at you. She's young. She seems to be around about 14 or 15. She looks frantic, panicked. Where's Bradley? What have you done to Bradley?
We have not harmed the boy. You spoke with him not long ago. My companion here spoke
I
with
heard it
him.
was Damien. I heard it was Damien. I can't lose Bradley as well. Not as well. No. Where is he?
Flint. Flint.
You
Nudging him.
said he was looking for Damien. What happened to him?
Did you do
Damien.
to Bradley? What did you do?
We didn't do anything to him. He just said we would assist in helping him find Damien.
Where did he go?
I'm not quite sure how to explain this.
Give him back. And everyone roll a wisdom saving throw.
I have to do disadvantage, right?
Yes. Gosh, I need to roll for thinking, don't I? What's my wisdom save going to be? +3.
I was going to ask if she was Jessica before told me to do that.
Okay, so he suddenly lets out a wail, and
Freaking Banshee. Knew it.
Finian and Simeon both suddenly look a bit weaker from it. They both have a penalty of -1 to whatever their strength stat is. Temporarily.
Cool.
And they'll also take 1d4 psychic damage.
Cool.
Yes, they both take 2 damage.
No problem.
Did you say me as well, or
No, you passed it.
alrighty then?
Even with disadvantage. Excuse me. And everyone roll initiative.
God, fuck me.
Do I have to do this one with disadvantage as well?
No, it's just an initiative check.
No.
Okay, and that is Finian and the Ghost. The Ghost with the most. Okay, so that's going to go Flint. Finian. Ghost. Nagrax and Simeon. Okie dokie. So, Flint, you get the first move.
Hey.
And you can talk as an action as well, as an additional action during your turn.
Look, we don't mean to cause you any harm. We're just simply trying to help. Are you Jessica?
It'll respond on its turn.
I'll use my action to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okie dokie. In that case, it'll then assume you end your turn.
Yep.
It'll go to Finian. Finian has obviously already been hurt by it, so he isn't going to hold back whatsoever. He's going to take his staff and he's going to run up and he's going to try and swing a staff at it. And that'll be +6, d6 +4. And that 1. Okay, he swings and he lets go of his staff. And it flies and hits the wall.
Just say I shouted out to him not to harm until we know. And it distracted him or something.
And that's the end of Finian's turn. So that's now the ghost. Given Finian attacked, the ghost is going to turn to Finian, and it is going to... we're going to see how this goes. +5 to hit.
Oh dear.
Fuck.
God.
Right. Yeah, maybe we should start challenge racing for our enemy. Okay.
It's fine. We're fine.
We're fine.
Actually, no, I did make this one a bit weaker thinking about it, at least, so that's good. Alright. Given it was a crit, it will double the rolls, so that's going to be...
One dead Finian.
Finian's on the floor from that.
Right.
It reaches out a hand and simply touches him, and he collapses. That's Nagrax's turn.
Right.
Guess you didn't answer me then.
No,
Oh yeah, of course. That is my mother. And now, it's Nagrax's turn.
Nagrax's turn. Okay. Nagrax seeing Finian go on the floor like that, I think he probably is. I'm just trying to think in what order to do this. I think he wants to probably pick him up, and he just wants to get him out of the room to prevent him from being harmed further.
So you're going to run over and pick him up?
Yes. Would I be able to run over, pick him up, and leave the room? Is this map to scale?
I'd say it's to scale, yes.
So that would be 10 feet to get to him, pick him up, and then a further 15 feet. So that would be 25 feet of movement, providing, of course, I can pick him up.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Nagrax will move
I'll
out.
say you have to make a strength check and beat 7.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, for me, that might be difficult. Saving throw, did you say?
Just general strength check, just make sure you can lift him. Yeah, get 17.
Okay, Nagrax will pick him up, and he'll take Finian out of the room just so he's not there. So is he
You
gonna...
don't provoke an opportunity attack. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have
mean,
a melee attack, luckily.
I was just about to say, like, I'm not quite sure how. To be honest, that wouldn't really be relevant to Nagrax. His priority is to save Finian. He doesn't really care.
Okay.
Okay. I'm assuming that used my action to do that, picking him up.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me just double check something before I end my turn. Yeah, that's an action. Okay. Nagrax will just say, we don't want to cause you any further harm, but Simeon, Flint, try to see if you can talk her down. And with that, Nagrax will end his turn.
That goes to Simeon.
Did you tell us about the gemstone that came out of the ghost boy's body?
Yeah.
Assume that he did, yes.
So we know it exists.
Well, I
Okay.
mean,
Yes.
yeah. Try mention gemstone.
All right. I want to use a bonus action to shove her into the corner with my shield,
Okay, then.
right over here.
Yep.
Just so
what
she's
was
out
was
of
it
the way.
just simply automatically shoved? I can't remember. Or did you have to make a save?
It activates if I take the attack action. I can't just do it as is. Okay.
Hmm.
All right, then. I guess I'll attack and try and shove her away into the corner as I do it.
Okie dokie. Make your attack.
19.
Yep. You hit. Roll your damage.
5.
Okie dokie.
And I'll get between her and the door, I guess.
All right.
Now calm down. I swear to you, we are only here to help you and your brothers. We may have your brother, Flint, the gem. And I guess I'll end my turn with that.
And that goes to Flint's turn.
I step through this doorway and then show the gem. He left us this. All he wanted to do was to help. All he wanted us to do was to find Bradley. Then he disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
Damien.
Yeah.
Damien.
Yeah, the kid with Bradley.
I'm fatigued. Leave me alone.
Fair point, actually.
You know what? Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. I give double disadvantage if a good, to be honest, given the exhaustion, but still.
Persuasion.
Yes.
Persuasion.
Yeah, flex that 5 charisma.
Will I have a gem?
Well, that'll do. I have a gem.
Right.
That doesn't sound good.
Right, it's Finion's turn. I assume you end, or do you attack or anything?
Wait.
And I don't attack her at this moment in time.
Is,
Okay then.
is Finian conscious?
Nope.
Ah, just because he said it was his turn.
Yep.
Death save, baby.
So doing above 10 is a save, below 10 is a fail. Okay, he's got a save.
Can we not heal him at this point?
It's nobody's turn.
I mean, if it was somebody's turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay then. I think it was 3 saves to get up, was it? I can't remember. Was it 2 saves?
It's 3.
I think you got
3 successes, you get up.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think you are stable, but you're not like conscious.
Neat. Okie dokie then. In that case, it is now the ghost's turn.
I believe in that 20 brings you to 1 hit point instantly.
and conscious, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The ghost sees the gem, and its face looks, but it turns to pure anger. It's going to pass straight through Simeon and go for Flint.
Can I like get an attack of opportunity?
Let me just quickly check something.
It's trying to pass my square anyway, I guess. But if it enters my square,
I
can get
will
one.
let you, yes, given I've nerfed the stats.
All right, time for that crit. Or a
14
15.
hits.
Oh, 14? Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
14 which hits as well.
Can I try and shove her away again? Like get her away? Like I'm the target, me. You don't go through me.
I'm not going to let you make a talk action. Have to just be a straight attack, I think, for the reaction. You can't really use any of your abilities.
No, yeah, you're right. Because it's a you're right. It's a straight bonus action. Yes.
Okay, you do 7 damage. Alright. Now it's going to make an attack against Flint. And
A physical attack?
let's use... yes, it is. It's going to use the same one that it used against Finian.
Right.
So 15 hits.
It does, yeah.
Okay then.
Even after your mage armor?
Yeah, it's only plus 13 mage armor.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh,
Well,
plus 13.
AC, well, AC 13, sorry.
God damn.
It does 13 damage to you.
Ouch, Kibibble.
And that ends its turn. And its attack, by the way, is it touches you. It just reaches out a hand and touches you.
Okay.
That's now to Nagrax.
Okay. Just trying to think what Nagrax will do. I would probably say that the first thing Nagrax will do is he'll use the cantrip Spare the Dying on Finian.
Okay.
So, do you know what that does, or?
Off the top of my head now.
Okay, I'll just put it in there. Right. Basically, it will return him to stable.
Okie dokie.
So, like, he isn't. I don't think he'll need to roll any more death saves. I didn't actually clarify this, but I am still have Finian on my back, I imagine, because I didn't clarify that I put him down last round, did I?
You did not know.
I did not. Okay. I think what I'll probably do in that case. This is kind of an odd because Spare the Dying requires me to touch Finian, which I'm already doing. Could I move as well?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, because it's moving action. I'm probably actually going to. I'm probably going to just move away, and I'm going to shout back to the other two. We may have. There may be more than we've bargained for here. We might be better retreating and facing this another day. I'm kind of moving away to say that.
How can we run from a ghost?
I don't think she'll let us retreat.
I mean,
We've seen that the ghosts aren't bound to the manor.
Nagrax is moving away regardless. He's kind of saying this as he's going.
How far away do you move?
How far away are we? So, like, we're at the summer house, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Are there any, like, trees nearby, or?
There's some bushes, some random standing trees.
I think basically what I'm looking for is a place that I can kind of set Finian against, just so he's out of the way. Is there anywhere that's kind of in, like, the general area where I could kind of, like, keep an eye on him?
Yeah, say this corner over here, there's some bushes.
How far away is that?
Uh,
It's 20... Would you say that's about 15 feet away?
Yes, I will.
Okay, what I'm going to do in that case then is I'm going to move 15 feet. I'm going to set Finian down on that spot. And then I'll just move back to the position I currently was in.
Okie dokie.
Just to kind of get him out of the line of fire. And hopefully nothing falls him in the meantime. But we'll just have to see. Okay. So Nagrax won't block the doorway, actually. He'll just kind of like stand slightly further back so people can pass him if they want to get out. I think what he'll also do as well. In fact, would setting... Oh, although he's already taken his... Could he still have a bonus action as turn to him, or would you say that kind of setting...
He's not done anything that would require a bonus action. All you've done is set something down, so
Well, I mean,
you could argue that's an interaction.
he
Picking
cast...
up was something different, but...
He did cast Spare the Dying, so that would count as his action as turn, I think.
Yeah, that'd be an action. But not a bonus action.
Okay, in that case, he's going to summon the hammer again, I think.
Okie dokie. Summon the magic bonk.
He is going to summon the magic bonk. This is really just now more as a distraction tactic, more so than anything else. So he's going to summon the magic bonk, and it is going to do its attack.
Okie dokie. Roll to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. Damn nice. Nice solid bonk.
Yeah.
That comes down, smacking the ghost's head.
As I do that, I just kind of shout, Simon, try to get out of its range, and then that ends its turn.
Okie dokie.
Or I kind of shout to both of
That
them,
is
actually.
Simeon.
But yeah.
All right then. I guess I'll try and move in front of it and attack it. Well, I'm standing in the doorway with Flint.
I'll allow it. Okay then.
I'm just gonna attack it.
That hits.
15. 4 damage, and I'll use bonus action to shove her back into the room with the shield as I do it.
Okie dokie. So
5
would-
foot shove back in, where the hammer is.
I'd argue that will give you an opportunity to attack with the hammer. If you want to use your reaction.
Well, with my hammer?
Yep. Given it's passing under where the hammer is.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's like I don't think I can use my reaction for anything else. So, yep. The bonk shall attempt to strike again.
Yep.
Yes, Magic Bomb MVP.
That was in that 20, wasn't it?
Yep. Actually,
so that's
no,
gonna be-
it's a +6. So.
All right, no.
Yeah, so I have to be honest. So that's just 8 damage. But still.
Okay. She gets another bonk, this time straight to the face as she goes backwards. And this hurts quite a bit, it seems. And she's starting to look very weakened.
Does
Okey-dokey.
she seem to have calmed down at all?
Nope, she looks furious still.
She's fine to death. All right.
And if you end your turn, then that is Flint.
I just
No, I'm gonna put her down. I'll use my action surge so I can attack again, and I'm gonna hook a hand axe at her.
Okie dokie. Now throw your axe. That definitely hits.
Eight damage.
Yep, you throw your hand axe at it, and the axe pins the apparition against the wall. As she's against the wall, you can see her crying. And she reaches out towards Flint. Give Bradley back. Give him back, please. I can't lose another. Give him. Give. As she speaks, her hand starts to disintegrate into ash. And then the rest of her, until she collapses into a pile against the wall. The axe still stuck into the wall.
I try and reach forward and dramatically grab her hand, missing just in time. Oh!
And then there's a little glintering in the ash.
Same as before. Is this what happened before? I turn to Flint.
I didn't get as damaged before, but yeah.
Good job you had me here. I'll kneel down and take the gem.
Doom, just to make
Okay.
you aware, by the way.
Yes.
My charge of Channel Divinity refreshes on a short rest.
Okie dokie.
So I am going to use that again now. To kind of spread another 15 healing amongst Flint and Finian. So.
Yeah,
What was their range?
I'm only 3 down. Not
I
blind.
should say your range. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it's not really. So let me. I'll just double check the range actually for future reference. I'm pretty sure it's a big extent, 30 feet.
Okie dokie.
So I'll just ask Flint to stand closer to Finian if it's too far
Yep.
away.
But that Flint, Finian starts to come back too.
I mean, I need to specify how much I'm going to give him. So.
But it won't matter too much, I'd say.
I'd probably say that in this situation, Nagrak's not knowing how badly Finian is hurt is going to give him probably 10.
Focus on the rod, I'll be fine.
Yep. He'll give him 10 of the HP, he'll give Flynn the other 5.
Okay. And Finian comes back up. And Simeon, make a perception check.
19.
You see the chairs over here and the table start to vibrate. You see back here as well other objects starting to vibrate.
Time to go, I think.
Did you
I'll
pick up the gem?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I picked up the gem. And I'll grab my hand axe too
Okie dokie.
and get out.
You guys get out, and as you back away, you can see things start moving around inside
Yeah, if I see that,
quite violently.
I'm just going to kind of like start running, and I'm going to shoo like Finian and Flint away. I don't mean to draw.
More magic bonks.
So many
Oh,
bonks.
I think I just deleted myself. Whoops.
Well, Nagrax
No,
is dead.
Damn it.
Can I have another Nagrax, please?
You can have the girl.
Yep. Yes, you
okay,
can.
Okay, fair enough. I'm a woman.
She is blue. Mostly.
Actually, you know what? This
Yeah,
might
that's fair
actually be a
point.
better tag. This is the
I mean,
story how I got a new Nagrax token, apparently. Okay,
Right.
well, anyway, the original point still stands. I'm kind of shooing Flint and Finian away, especially who's seen to be hurt to, and kind of shouting Finian if I can, if it seems anything's flying towards us.
Nothing leaves the house. Everything seems to get thrown around inside the summer house.
Okay, so I'm just kind of like shouting Finian and sort of like shooing him away.
Okay, he backs
Someone's-
away. Go back to the main ground map. Finian looks to Nagrax. Thank you. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay, Finian. We've never faced anything of the like before, but I'm glad you're alright.
It's another fight I didn't think we'd come out alive in. Seems to be becoming a habit, this.
Simeon, I noticed. Did you get anything from the ghost? Was it like the one that Flint described when she passed?
Yes, it seemed to be.
Was there another gem?
Indeed. Looks like the ones missing from the plinth in the attic.
I was afraid of that.
Looks like we're missing one.
I kind of like look out towards like the manor, the summer house, and the Sam's Quarter. I would wager that we would need to deal with another one of the apparitions, but I don't think we're in any state to do so tonight.
Did she say her name? Because we were fighting.
No, you didn't ask her name.
Just mentioned that she was Jessica's mother, right?
Jessica
Nope.
was her.
Jessica was her mother.
Jessica was her mother. Yeah, I heard the words mother being mentioned.
Did anyone find anything that actually said the names of the people in the house?
We
Yes,
saw
I have.
we saw the names on the thing in the attic.
That was Jessica and Bradley.
Roll intelligence, see if you can remember the names.
God damn it, man. Intelligence. It's up to. Can I just go with that?
Nope.
Damn it.
With a 10, you can remember reading Jessica and Bradley on the plinth.
I am very fatigued. I cannot recall any other names. Perhaps we should get another night's rest and try again.
I think yes. I'd probably say you especially look rather tired, Flint. Maybe we'll continue the watches, but maybe we rest a little bit longer tomorrow just to try and recuperate.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll take first watch if you'd like, since it was going to be my turn.
That's fine by me.
Okay, dokie. You guys return to the stables, and you have your night watch. Roll a perception check for during your watch.
Nigrax's favourite.
Yee.
I thought that was Constitution.
Yep, definitely his favourite.
Yeah, you don't really see much of anything. It's a dark night.
He was pretty tired, I guess, but even so.
And who takes the next watch? Who do you wake?
I would probably go to Sim. No one else volunteered, did they?
It's not
Nope.
my choice. I'm asleep.
Yeah, I would probably go and wake Simeon because I think Finian has had quite an ordeal.
Okie dokie. You wake Simeon, and Simeon goes to take his watch. Make a perception check with disadvantage. Because you don't have night vision.
Okay.
And you don't have fire.
Okay.
At least you got a decent one at least.
Of course, disadvantage. I get the crit.
That's happened a couple of times tonight.
Me just before.
18 though.
You do hear bashing coming from the main house during your watch. But otherwise, your watch is uneventful. Your 2 hours come to an end, and Finian wakes up. He takes takes over from you, and he takes care of the rest of the watch.
How are you feeling, lad?
Better.
Do not lose heart.
She just touched me, and that was it.
Better men than you have fallen to the undead. Do not lose heart, my lad. And I'll go hit the old proverbial sack.
Okie dokie. I assume you also sleep.
Yes.
Okie dokie then. And the rest of the night goes uneventful, and you all have your long rest. When you wake up in the morning, you wake up to the sound of a cart coming down the road. You slept in a little bit, given you were a bit more active this night. And Filian is at the gate.
Can I use this long rest to recover my exhaustion?
Yes.
I only did that because it specifically asked me in the thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Does he come to the gate?
He comes to the gate, but he stays at the gate here. He doesn't come any closer. Let's go tread on a night or something.
Oh. Morning, Filian. I beckon him over.
Good evening. He just simply won't go any further than the...
Good evening. It's morning, man.
We don't sleep, which is a bit different for us.
Ah, yes, of course. Come on in, man. Don't just stand there.
No, thank you. It's quite all right.
We don't
Bad
bite, I
men.
promise.
You maybe not, no, but other things may.
Ah, yes. We've had our share of nasties so far here. I certainly see why previous adventurers would lose heart, but not us.
It's good to see that someone actually stayed more than over a night. That's actually not all that common.
So we discovered a plaque upstairs in the house mentioning a Jessica and a Bradley. Do you know them? Or did you know them?
Oh, yes. Jessica was the lady of the manor. And Bradley was their youngest son.
We had an encounter with a banshee. I'm assuming it's a banshee, by the way. Was it actually a banshee?
You don't know.
Ghost will do.
We encountered an apparition that said she was Jessica's daughter.
Ah. Yes, you can see why I don't particularly like to come on here.
I'm like rubbing where she touched me for her damage as I said that.
You have some fear of the family? I thought you served them.
Yes, but when things started to get bad here, I was one of the people here who was helping to clear away things, and when things started to become active, I did get hurt. I've vowed that I won't actually stand foot on this ground again until this has been dealt with. Frankly. And I've never exactly been comfortable with the idea of the undead.
They are foul beasts. The photographs I found before, were they just of the family, or was the I forget his name, the half elf?
Mentioned the butler being like a younger version of him.
One of them, you remember there being one that included the butler with a young child beside him, and another one, there was one with a half elf.
The young child, was that not one of the children of the house?
It didn't look like. Actually, you won't know, but to Flint, if you looked at it, it doesn't look like the ghost he saw.
I'm just trying to remember the friendly butler's name. It started with a V.
Valen.
The friendly, oh, yeah.
Friendly half elf, you mean?
Oh, yeah, half elf. We read pages in a diary about a half elf named Valen. Do you know what happened to him?
A Velen?
Yes.
Ah, yes, I know Velen. He's an old friendly friend. He lives in Kron. I believe that might be where you are from, if you're from the King of the Craft.
Ah, yes.
Yes, he's a old family friend. He was a trader. He knew the owner of the estates for quite some years. They'd often visit one another. I believe they had some adventures in their youth. But he's still alive and he's still doing well. He works in... what is it he works in? I believe he's still trading in the town, but honestly, I couldn't tell you what his words were. It's been some time since I last checked up on him. He grew distant after everything that happened.
You're more than welcome to accompany us on the journey back once this is resolved.
Once this is resolved, I'll have to go to my lord and inform him that the estate can be reclaimed at last.
Well, the offer will still be there if you change your mind.
Quite so. Oh yes, your lunches, by the way. How did you find your previous lunches?
Delicious.
Delicious, actually.
Perfectly satisfactory. It's better than the meals we get on the road, that's for sure.
Well, I'm very glad to hear. He unloads a little kind of blanket which has several boxes inside it, each with more sandwiches. Well, I hope these will do for another day for you.
Can I inspect to see how the sandwiches are cut?
They are square.
I look slightly disappointed, but don't mention anything.
I'm glad to see that you are actually making progress. Oh yes, as well. Here is your gold for the day. He hands you each a bag of 10 gold for that day's work, as is agreed for every single night.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Before you leave, do you recognise this gem? I hold up a gem to show him.
I can't say I do, to be honest.
Also, as you show him the gem, I sort of just say to the party in general, how about those jaspers that we discovered?
I'm not holding those.
Oh, I've got them. I guess. Do these jaspers have significance that we found in one of the...
They are quite nice gems. I don't believe there's any real significance to them. Surprised there's still stuff like that in there, to be honest. I would have thought things like that would have been long since looted.
It was behind quite a cunning trap.
It wasn't in a conventional hiding spot.
Yeah, that definitely sounds right.
In fact,
We
the design of the mansion generally seems to be quite unorthodox.
Oh, really? Right, how so?
Nigrex just kind of like looks back to the manor and just kind of thinks better of. He said, never mind, it's just not what I'm used to, but I'm not really from around here.
A smile and nod.
do you perhaps have any keys for the property?
No, I'm afraid not, sorry.
We found certain areas difficult to breach.
Yes, no real expense was spared on the main house. It was made that way specifically so that, well, thieves wouldn't really be having much of an easy time.
As Philin says that, Nigrex is reminded of something. He says, we noticed in the basement that there appeared to be some sort of entryway, but it seemed to be sealed by magic. Do you know anything of that? It was one of the few places in the mansion that we just simply couldn't access.
I don't believe so, sorry. I'm not really all in with the inner machinations of this place. It was just somewhere that I would have occasionally visit with the young lord, you see.
Understood. And so the last thing, he holds up the +1 mace. We also noticed that moving this about off its resting place in a manner seems to activate some sort of mechanism that's quite conspicuous. Do you happen to know anything about this?
Oh, looks like black air. Where did you find that? Surprised that it's still in the manor as well.
It was sitting on the wall, sort of on the first floor. I noticed whenever I took this office resting place, we could hear some mechanical whirrings from the attic upstairs.
Be honest, I wouldn't know about that.
Well, you know, the weapon.
Oh yes, this was the Lord's weapon of choice back in his adventuring days, or so he would brag. It was in one of the lounges, I believe, over a fireplace.
Yes,
I,
that is where we found it.
I've seen it a few times, but never seen it move, to be honest, so...
Nigrex just kind of nods. I don't think he's got any more questions personally.
Same. None that I can think of now, anyway.
Yeah, probably think of several as soon as he leaves.
As soon as he leaves, yeah.
Did this guy? Am I confused here? Did this guy serve the family that died, or is he just
No.
served the new lord? Oh, okay.
He serves basically a cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he
Still
only
part of
knows
the same family,
So
by
it's
but
kind of like he serves them by association, but not directly.
basically the young lord that he refers to is the current lord of the land generally. And he was a cousin to the people who actually own this estate. So it's still within the same family. Effectively.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know if
Oh, there was
anything
some
else to-
missing book.
Yeah.
I believe with a number 17 on. I don't suppose you know what happened to it. I described the red book to him from what I can remember.
He scratches his head. To be honest, the manor is full of books. I'm definitely going to be any more specific than that.
We only saw the one shelf of red numbered books, but maybe
sorry,
we'll
but
find it in the travels.
there's not much I can help you with that, I'm afraid. But if there is nothing else, I'll be on my way. I need to go and see a dwarf about some nice fine wine.
Save a drink for me.
We shall see about that. With that, he will nod, and then he will use the cart to twirl and start to leave.
Alrighty then. I'll let him leave.
Boop. He falls off the edge of the earth.
Yeah.
No.
Okay then. So, you have another wonderful day.
Nograx will chime in. Would it be worth maybe having a look at the summer house now during the day? Just to see if there's anything different. Perhaps, well, I hope that the furniture still won't be aggrieved with us.
Oh, just remembered I need to roll a 1d3 to see how many charges my Wonder Secrets regains.
Have you only used one charge?
I used to.
Go ahead then. Just roll a d4 for us, and if you get 4, then re-roll. I think.
I have noticed that in and of course you'd roll the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed in I think either Xanathar's or Tasha's, it described rolling a D3, and I'm thinking, where the fuck would you even get one? Can you even buy a D3? I'm sure you can, but
How would you even design a d3?
Triangle?
Yeah, that's a d4.
I was kind of like just. Yeah.
That is a weird shape. Sorry.
It's okay. There are many
should let
weird
you off.
shapes.
Alright, so you get 1 charge back. And do you make your way back up to the summer house?
That's what Nograx
Yep.
has elected to do.
sure.
Summer loving happens so fast. Okay, you make your way back up to the summer house. And as you start to enter, you see a chair hovering about here. It starts to hover towards Simeon and then just collapses to the floor.
Looks like you scared away the furniture, Simeon.
Perhaps it remembers my blade. Is anything else in here moving? Is it all stationary?
Yes, everything in there is stationary.
Can we tell if it's a mess or did everything return to where it was before they started flying around?
It seems to be that most things are fine, but there is a hole in the wall over here.
I'm going to investigate that.
Okie dokie, you poke your head through the wall, and there is a hole of a room. Full of all kinds of crates and wonders.
That was just a hole in the wall. It wasn't a doorway.
Nope.
How odd. I'll step through.
Okay, you step through, and you're in a very dirty, dusty room.
I imagine it's quite dark in here. Yes.
There are actually some windows just up at the top of the ceiling. Very
okay.
small slits, letting in some light.
Okay. There's something back here.
Nograx will step through into the room.
Same.
Okie dokie. All in this very dirty room.
I guess I'll have a look.
Are there any other entrances into this room? It just seemed like a hole was blown into the side of the wall, though.
I guess things are hidden here that you do not want revealed. Maybe now we'll find some answers.
Can I inspect these crates closest to me?
Yeah,
Go
let's
ahead
do-
and roll investigation
same
for
down
each of
here.
you. What you're investigating.
Investigate for each of us.
Whoever's investigating.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Simeon, you look at the crates and you just smack your face against the top of the crates.
It's dark in here. No one else saw that.
I saw that because I've got the night vision if it was dark. So,
Well,
so
it was
I
very.
can
It is very dark. I did
I-
not quite.
I
It is
can see
hard
with
to
perfect
perceive
clarity.
depth in the dark.
So, I mean, I'll just be over here looking at this crates.
Roll your investigation whilst I read through Flint. Okay. And Flint, you find in your crates a set of 4 ebony miniature trees.
Ebony miniature trees.
Yes.
Are they still alive?
No, they're ebony.
Okay then.
I think you might be able to find them by just seeing ebony miniature, maybe. So they'll look see. No, maybe not. Alright, they are worth approximately 100 gold pieces each.
Well, this is quite a find for. You did say 4, right?
Yes, 4.
4 ebony trees.
It's rather interesting.
Okie now Nogrex got to 19. Let me just do another little roll. See if it'll give me something actually that'll be useful this time. Nope, I'm not giving you masterwork weapons.
Why not?
Why not?
I want
Is
new.
it
I
too
want.
early? Okay. Whilst you are looking through your crates, you find 2 potions of bark skin.
Rather intriguing. No, it doesn't say those.
Okey-dokey. Alrighty.
Jim, those potions, are they custom?
I'm assuming that it's just going to be essentially you casting the spells of bark skin on yourself, or whoever drinks them.
Okay, I'll just add it as a custom. I can't find it.
Don't mind me, I'm just writing on my whiteboard.
They are not invented yet.
And so, just start.
Okay, I'm making a mental note.
Or you just start scribbling on the wall.
Skywriting.
Oh no, a gentle breeze. Ah!
My one weakness.
That is one of the most useless spells, honestly.
Worse than the other one you gave me that I've not even bothered to take note of.
I mean, literally skywriting, a gentle breeze, which is constant in the air, blows it away.
Especially when you go higher into the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a spell that defeats itself.
True Strike is great.
No, it really isn't.
Gives you advantage on your next attack.
Yeah,
And you know, because wizards are all
Listen.
about physically attacking.
yeah, it has to be a weapon.
Yeah. Done.
And you can't do anything else that turn. That's your action. It's not even a bonus action. To make it even worse.
Oh, well, Zodon really wants me, guys. I'm going to have to leave.
Say again?
Zodon really wants me. I'm going to have to leave.
Okie dokie then. In that case, we shall end this off here.
I mean, I don't actually have to leave. I can continue if people want. I was just making a joke.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah.
It's up to you
Make up
guys.
your
I
mind.
don't really mind what you
can
want to do now.
I'm
I
not
could,
fussed.
I could literally keep going for 5 hours now.
Ian, what are we actually at? We're just at the 3-hour mark.
I won't keep going for too much longer either way.
Yeah, maybe
Just
just
to
finish
use.
exploring this
room.
this room. Probably say.
Do, 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 do.
I would like to look at these crates.
Okie dokie. Do your investigation. B1, 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 B1.
I thought, is it going to be a suddenly pineapples moment?
Spoon.
Oh,
I think much better, to be honest. Sadly, you don't face plants.
okay, what happens?
Make a deck save.
Oh, Christ.
Kaboom.
14, bad boy.
Nope.
Spiders.
Ah, those
Ah.
damn spiders.
Is Finian with us, by the way?
Nope.
Oh. I just kind of like turned around to Flint and said, I believe I came across some of these spiders that you came across. I kind of hold my hand out to Flint to kind of show him the spiders as I'm saying this. So do these look like the same spiders that you encountered the other day, Flint?
Yeah, by other day you mean yesterday?
Yes. Sorry, I'm still feeling a little bit tired from the night before.
They seem familiar, yes.
Interesting. He isn't really bothered by it. He's just kind of like expecting the spiders.
Do they?
So you just let him crawl all over you with no resistance then.
Yeah, he isn't really someone who's
Roll a
bothered
d4 for luck that they don't go in your eyes.
Oh God, not the eyes.
One. He's going to get the one.
Can they go in your eyes? I suppose can fit in small places.
4.
Yeah, you're fine.
Rather wriggly little tykes. Yeah, Nagax is just unperturbed by the spiders generally.
Okay,
Careful, they might.
You don't really see anything else of interest in this room. Assuming you got a really good look at those crates, they don't seem very good.
Cool. I don't want to headbutt them again.
Watch that be the one crate we need to get something out of. Finish the day.
Key items for something like that I won't let you miss.
Fair enough.
I smash up in the crate.
With your
You should
head.
attack the crate.
Is there video game loot? No, I don't.
It just explosion of dust. You inhale all of it.
Do you need help? Did you say this room was dark?
Yes.
So I
No,
didn't-
no, there's nothing in these crates. Useless junk.
I hand in
nothing.
one of the ebony statues I found.
Oh. This looks valuable.
I kind of like reach over Simeon's shoulder and I cast blight on the ebony statue.
Is that a bruise on your head there?
The cantrip.
Blight or blight?
Blight, not blight.
Okay.
And I just kind of say to Simeon, there you go, Simeon, you can see a bit better now, I hope.
Is that a bruise on your forehead, Simeon?
No. It may have been from the ghost last night, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure I saw you have a fall, Simeon.
As I said, it was dark. I could not properly see.
And now you can see.
But I investigated the crates. Okay, we're done here. There was nothing in those. Leaving.
I hand another statue to Nargrax, and then another one to Finian when we leave. So we've all got one each.
was that?
Finyun, thank you.
Ebony statue, was it?
Yes, it just has to be a custom item worth about 100 gold pieces.
Are you keeping track of Finian's gold, by the way?
Keep forgetting to add it, actually. I think I owe him 2 batches of it, so I'll give him 20.
If you include me smacking my head on the crate in the recap for the next episode, I'm going to leave this campaign.
Oh, please do.
Simeon faced his
Simeon took-
ultimate foe, a crate.
Simeon took a rather hard-headed approach to inspecting crates.
Leapt in head first. I really know how to use my head in these situations. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to get on with other stuff.
Losing my head over these puns.
No, Grex doesn't understand the concept of puns, and he just thinks you're repeating the word head a lot for no reason at all, and just kind of walks kind of back towards the manor.
Okie dokie. The manor looks just the same as it did the previous day.
The man looks back.
Looks down upon you.
How many missing gemstone slots were there? Were there 3?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, Snagrex will say, kind of like looking at the +1 mace as he says it, I'm wondering if we actually place the jewels sort of in the plaque upstairs, whether anything in the mansion will change.
Worth a shot.
We would need all 3, would we not?
I would probably assume to get the desired result, yes, but unless anything else has changed, I don't suppose there's very much more we can do during the day. We've explored the grounds rather extensively at this stage. Unless you can think of somewhere else that we haven't explored as thoroughly.
There's
There
some
is
ruins.
still-
to the
There's still the
of the-
basement. We can't gain access to.
We did try going back there, didn't we? Sort of after trying to move the mace about, but it didn't seem to make any difference as I recall.
We've not really explored the ruins, just past them, I believe. Or there's something valuable there, or hidden.
Yeah, you've already been through the ruins to
We
the
kind
north.
of like did that on the first stage, and we were just
Yeah.
kind of did like
Uh,
a cursory
All right.
to the ground. So we've been to the summer house, and we've been to all the other main. Now, Nigrex will chime in once again. So, to recap, we discovered. So, Bradley approached you during the night, correct, Flint?
Yes.
And we discovered somebody else in the summer house thereafter. I'm wondering if we'll encounter somebody in the servants' quarters if we go there tonight.
It's worth a shot.
Did you notice that the furniture in the summer house did not begin moving until after we put down the girl? Perhaps they are the ones controlling the objects. There could very well be a ghost within the servants' quarters.
Quite possibly, yes.
Then I guess we're going to have to go in there at night.
I think we've done quite a lot of exploring during the day, getting the lay of the land, so at least we know the layout of the manor now, so we probably know points we can fall back to should we get into a protracted fight during the night. But for the time being, I can't really think of much else we can do during the day rather than just maybe trying the jewels upstairs. I mean, as you said, we'd probably need all three, but just I'm reluctant to waste the day at Light Towers, but I feel at this stage we may have few other options available to us.
So we just wait till night?
As I say, I can't really think of much else unless anybody else has a better suggestion.
It seems like the best course of action. We were told to stay away at night, and now I can see why. But it seems it's unavoidable.
It's perhaps probably the reason why no one else has succeeded. That the heart of the issue can only really be addressed at the time when most of us would shy away.
Makes sense.
Okay, then. So you guys are going to wait until later then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything you guys want to do during the course of the day?
I'm guessing at
In
some
your
point
free
we need
time?
to eat, won't we?
Yes, you will eat before adventuring in.
I'll eat, and I will use. I
Okay.
have one full. No, I don't. I only have 2 charges on my last whetstone left. So I'll use that to sharpen up my spear and my sword, I guess.
Okie dokie.
At some point, Nagrax will take about 10 minutes to meditate, as he would do.
Fring will do likewise. I assume Flint will also do likewise. We get his spells. Right. So if there's nothing else, the day passes fairly uneventful whilst you spend your day outside in, well, the grassy areas. You relax, chillax, and then it starts to go to night. As the sun creeps down, you all stand before the manor, and as soon as the last light touches the horizon, you all start to enter. I assume you go straight in.
What were we talking about going to the servants' quarters rather than the manor?
Was it the manor, sorry?
Or the servants' quarters?
In that case, you enter the servants' quarters.
Yeah.
Boop. Upon entering the servants' quarters, everything is fairly quiet.
It's quiet.
I'd keep
Too
looking.
quiet.
I would suggest that we keep in rather tight formation. We don't want to be ambushed here, but let's just take a look around and see if anything appears to be out of place.
I'm going to go for the room that had the sleeping bags in it. Was that the last room or the third room?
Last room.
I'll move with this,
Yep.
Everything as you left it in that room. So the books are all neatly stacked once again.
Maybe try the kitchen?
As you enter into the common area, all of the stools are on top of this table.
How strange.
Otherwise, nothing is different.
I kind of move towards the kitchen, just see if everything seems normal.
Everything seems normal. Can't really spot anything that is different in here from when you were last here.
What's visibility like in this room at night?
I'd say that you can generally see through the moonlight coming in through the windows, just about. Obviously, Nagrax doesn't have any issue seeing whatsoever, but you'll have 20 foot of sight, I'll say. Same with Simeon, as he is.
Let me just check something. Okay, no, nothing goes to me.
Seems very quiet in here tonight.
It would seem so.
There's
Maybe
clearly been activity here. They
with
could
the
still be around.
The stores, yes. I suppose really with that thing, Nagrax will go over to where the stores are, and kind of like just I don't know if like a religion check would kind of allow him to sense whether there's any like malignant presence. Kind of
Roll
around there.
religion. Those are a lot of stools.
So yeah, just stores. I do agree, Simeon. It's unusual, but no. For the moment, at least, these stools appear to be well, exactly as they seem. Stools.
Can I poke my head in each of the other four rooms?
Oh yeah, you poke them into each one, and they still seem unkept and dirty and rummaged through, just as last time.
But you're saying this last one, there's been a change?
No change now.
Okay.
Other than the only change you really noticed was the books that I briefly went through. They have been put back into the same pile they were in previously.
Is anyone here?
Nothing.
Well, I guess this was a dead end. No pun intended. Perhaps the manor is the place we go to after all.
We encountered a possessed suit of armor in the daytime. I dread to think what we'll come across at night.
It seems it's not the most preferable situation, but
As I said earlier on, I mean, it would seem that it's the heart of the problem, and as arduous as the undertaking may be, is probably the challenge we need to face.
yes, it seems some all-knowing force is railroading us into this. So let us go.
God's designs are definitely odd at times.
Oops. All right, to the manor, I guess.
Okey-dokey. Do-do-do. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Where are the tokens? I can't
Second floor,
remember.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Boink. Got it.
Okie dokie. You all enter into the main doors. And at the stairs here,
And I have disappeared. Oh, wait, there I am.
at the stairs here, looking down at you as you enter, is an emerald glowing woman. She's in an ornate gown with her hair tied up. As she turns and looks at you all.
Are you Jessica?
What are you doing in my house? And that's where we'll end the session.
No,
Yeah, good
I want to
place
get
for
my
it.
ass kicked by the green lady. No, don't make me weak.
That's a good point to end.
Cool.
It was definitely an interesting session.
It's a
Yeah.
mystery. We're trying to investigate.
I may need to rebalance encounter now as well, based on how much that weakened encounter kicked your asses.
I don't know. I'm an MVP.
Yeah,
Yeah, the magic bonk is the MVP.
yeah, it really is.
It saves us again and again.
I remember being on the receiving end of that bonk, and I avowed that.
Here's the thing, though.
But it's okay. I have 20 AC now. Nothing's going to hit me.
What does it do?
That was without that creature having all of its resistances.
It's fine.
So way to kill it.
It's fine. Hey, who says we're going to attack this lady anyway? We could talk her down. You don't know.
You could try to, sure, but you didn't do very well with the girl.
I tried my best.
I mean, it's basically sort of like, hey, sort of like, we saw your brother. Really? Where is he? We have him here. Wait, you turn my brother into a gem? I'll kill you.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
We're not. I mean, I know outer character wasn't a good idea, but Nagrax is good to try and advocate diplomacy.
Hey, I thought she'd recognized the gem and like her brother was in it or whatever. Hey. Listen,
I don't think the source would actually
I'm
be
not
in
a
the
very
chat.
smart man. I'm good at hitting things.
That's arguable today, though.
How many times did you drop your spear?
Oddly, this is one of Nagrax's better days.
Yeah, I've not had a good day today.
No, you took a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what I'm built for. I'm the tank.
I just to keep you alive, though.
Oh yeah, by the way, you know that attack that I was hitting with? It's meant to be 4d6, not 2.
Oof.
Yeah.
So it would have killed us if it were full force.
Finian probably would have outright died, given that was a critical hit.
Ouch.
Really
There's no.
I
don't think there's any low-level ghost encounters, unfortunately.
I mean,
Like the lowest one is
that
still
was a
pretty,
challenge rating 4, was the lowest I could see.
Still pretty rough.
Yeah, I don't think what we're doing now is necessarily the best idea, but yeah. But anyway,
Listen, Doom was scaring us in that mansion at night.
He was.
We were going in there at night.
Yeah, I knew at some point it would be, but it's like, yeah, I was just trying to do as much as I could before. Let's do that.
In case your son and your daughter are in these gems.
It's sort of like, yeah, this is what we turned him. Basically, like,
Listen, we didn't do shit.
Like, it's like, hey, we have him in a jam. What are you gonna do about it?
God damn it! -3 charisma.
Yeah, jeez. Anyway, let's move on to the. Oh, hang on, what was that roll? I heard a roll. Oh,
Random charisma roll.
Charisma roll. Okay, well, on that random charisma roll, let's move over to the shoutouts. So, let's move over to Boom. So, have anything to say to end out the session?
I don't really know what's up my head, to be honest. Probably should prepare something for this.
I was just about to say, like, this is happening every time now, so.
Yeah, it is. To be fair, I've got a lot to think about.
I know you have a lot to think about, but this is your self-promotion. It's your time.
Well, feel free to check me out on Twitch. It's the most likely place I'm going to be active. I am pretty much never active on YouTube at the moment anymore. We could do doing something like that at the moment, but yeah. Jump by. I'm going to start streaming again properly. I haven't done for a couple of weeks, but yeah, let's fix that. Do some fun things.
Yay, things.
I mean, we all do like fun things, and speaking of another fun thing, here's me. So, if you, I mean, I assume people are already here. I think I got a follow early, which is nice. But if you want to follow me on my other socials, I've just popped them there into the chat. So Twitter, Discord, and YouTube. I'm not really active on YouTube either. I might upload some more stuff there. I kind of generally need to get into streaming properly again, a bit more on the regular outside of D&D, but hey, that's something for another day. Moving on to the third shout out, Mr. Lord Zach.
Hello.
This man is on Discord and also streams as well. We haven't done so for a little bit of time, but hopefully you'll be sort of like continuing. You were doing like a Final Fantasy X one until recently, right?
Yeah, no sphere grid, no fleeing, no summons challenge, which is fun. I'm hoping to continue that soon. I've just been trying to rethink some strategies for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out, and I'm looking forward to seeing you try it again.
Mhm.
Okay,
Indeed.
and finally, last but by no means least, yep, scene is changing. Elf, once again, socials are being popped into the chat. Would you like to say anything, sir?
No,
Okay, fair enough. Good talk, guy.
no comment.
Well, he's a guy on the internet who you can follow on several social media platforms. He streams rather regularly, 4 times a week, so plenty of opportunities to check him out.
Frequently
More
has
than
a
that.
cat cam as well.
That he does.
Cat Cam does make an appearance sometimes, yes.
When was the last stream? Did it make an appearance?
But anyway, with that, another good session. Definitely the plot is thickening, and yeah, we'll see just how royally fucked we are next time.
Folks said a bad word,
I
guys.
can't wait.
Because I think that aptly describes the situation we've walked into. I'm just kind of waiting for, yeah, the door's just kind of like locked behind us. There's no turning back, and now we have to brave through the mansion at night. But hey, it's what makes for good entertainment. So come what may, I think we're going to be coming towards the end of this quest next time. But this is at the behest of the almighty Doom Master. Lord rest our souls. But anyway, it's goodbye from me and goodbye from everyone else, and we shall speak to you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Hasta luego.